What's up, everyone? Hope you're doing well. Today we're going to be giving you the top 10 loadouts you can be running right now in Call of Duty Warzone, and of course we're going to give you some bonus loadouts as well, including a loadout for the new laser gun they just added in Call of Duty Warzone, which is wild to me. And of course these are going to be in no particular order, and I always recommend use what's most comfortable to you, because if you're not comfortable, you're not going to be pushing your enemies. If you're not pushing your enemies, you're not going to be getting more kills and more dubs, and that's kind of the point. Let's get into it. For this first loadout, we're rocking the M13B and the Reclaimer 18. This M13B, I think I may have found a way to make it not a marshmallow shooter, but I want you guys to test it out for yourself. Let me know what you think. And then this Reclaimer 18 is 2-shot, and it's just so much fun to run. For the M13B, we're rocking the Quartermaster Suppressor, the Bruin Echelon Barrel, the NATO High Grain Rounds, the 60 round mag, and I like the Jack Glasses Optic, but use whatever sight makes you comfortable. Take it to you here in the firing range, but it kind of feels pretty nice, especially right there at mid-range. Doesn't feel bad at all. And for that Reclaimer, we're rocking the Bryson improved choke muzzle, the Discourager 900 heavy barrel, the paracord grip, the Stovall tack laser, and no stock. You want to make sure to put it in tack stance here, switch it over to semi-auto mode. That way you can just spam it. Next up, we have the CASTOFF 545 with the Jack Requiem kit. I get a lot of asks for this and a lot of requests for this, and I thought I'd shoot it in a loadout for you this week. It's by no means meta, but it does have 0 recoil, which is pretty fun. And then I paired this up with a Rival 9. The CASTOFF 545, we're rocking the Bruin heavy support grip on the barrel, the Jack Glassless optic, the high grain rounds, the 60 round mag, and of course you want that Jack Requiem kit, which gives it insane recoil control. And we're using this Bruin heavy support grip underbarrel strictly because of the aiming idle sway. You don't want this thing swaying at all, especially with that 0 recoil. That way you're not missing any shots. But like I said, don't even have to hold it. It's complete 0 recoil, which is absolutely crazy. If you guys are wondering what kind of controller I'm using, aimcontrollers.com, use code MarvelFam. They're absolutely awesome. Highly recommend. You can save up to 30 to 40% off right now. Next up, we have the BP50 paired with the Shroud, the Lockman Shroud, which is basically still the MP5. For the BP50, we're rocking the Quartermaster Suppressor, Lore 9 heavy barrel. I like the Jack Glasses optic here, 4-barrel heavy stock, and of course you want that 45 round mag. And we'll show this to you here in the firing range, but man, this thing doesn't move at all. And very underrated, especially in the long range meta. For that Lockman Shroud, we're rocking the paracord grip. I like the Pro Sapphire laser. I'm rocking the Night Arm model sight, 40 round mag, and then you want that Jack Decimator kit on here to make it full auto. And this thing is really solid, especially at 10 meters right there. But you get your shots out there too. It's got a pretty solid TTK. Next up, we have the Hoger 556, and I paired this with the speed build of the Superi. For the Hoger 556, we're rocking the Quartermaster Suppressor, the Krau 6 match barrel, the Jack Glassless optic, the RB Adel Assault stock, and the 40 round mag. Show this one to you here in the firing range, but man, this thing's a lot of fun to run as well. Just very little recoil and very high TTK. It's always a good combo. Next up, we have that Superi 46. You want to run this XRK Knockout Breach muzzle, the Bore 99 short barrel. This is the max movement one. XRK Edge hand stop underbarrel, the 40 round mag, and the Rescue 9 stock. This thing is so fast, man. This is without a doubt the fastest SMG in the game. And how I built it, it's so good and not a ton of recoil, very controllable, especially right here at 10 meters, which is, you're not going to use it out here at mid-range. 10 meter mark is perfect for this. For the next set of loadouts, we have the BAL 27, which is very underrated right now, paired with the WSP9. For this BAL 27, we're rocking the Quartermaster Suppressor, the Crown H3 barrel, the 60 round mag, the Jack Glassless optic, and the Ardent tack stock, which eliminates that recoil gun kick almost completely. We'll show this one to you in the firing range. This thing is just so broken. So much fun to use. For the WSP9, we're rocking the Quartermaster Suppressor, Paracord Grip. I like the high grain rounds on this thing, 50 round mag, and the NIDAR model sight. And this thing still rips through enemies, man. It's so much fun to run. For the next set of loadouts, we're rocking the Attack Eradicator and the Striker. The Eradicator is 100% the best long range meta right now. Anything past 40 meters when it comes to the STG and the Eradicator takes the cake by far. We're rocking the Quartermaster Suppressor, Conqueror 70 long barrel, Paracord Grip, Jack Glasses Optic here, and the Tac Verde core stock to eliminate that recoil gun kick again. Just so good, man. I honestly believe this is a very highly underrated weapon as well, because STG has that kind of has that sexy factor, really for Rebirth Island, but this thing is highly slept on in my opinion. For the Striker, we're rocking the Quartermaster Suppressor, Striker Elite long barrel, Paracord Grip, high grain rounds, and the 48 round mag. You cannot go wrong with the Striker right now. Any way you kind of build it is honestly very, very good. This is kind of just an overall build. I tend to use a movement build too, but man, this thing is just very, very solid. Next up, we have the Hoger 26 LMG, just to give you kind of a bonus loadout for this video, and the BP50 SMG. And reminder that the BP50 SMG does take SMG ammo, so that's a plus for that specific conversion kit, unlike the MCW SMG, which still takes AR ammo. For this Hoger 26, we're rocking the Quartermaster Suppressor, Hoger Factory Barrel, Paracord Grip, high grain rounds, Ascent Lord stock. Show this one to you in the firing range, but yeah, this thing still rips. Yeah, it's just still really, really solid. TTKs doesn't show there statistically, but very controllable, very solid still. For the BP50, we're rocking the Quartermaster Suppressor, Chimera Laser Light, high grain rounds, TRS-TV grip tape, and the Jack Revenger kit. And this thing's so good, dude. I don't understand how this is still so good. And you can even, if you wanted to, use it out there. It's so good. You could even take off the TRS-T grip tape here and like add a Jack glassless optic on it. I bet this thing is broken still. Yeah, it's so good, dude. Next up, we have the MCW as an SMG, the #1 close range meta in the game for sure. And then I love the Pull Me at 7.62 right now too. It's just so much fun to run. For the MCW, we're rocking the Paracord Grip here, 40 round mag. I like the Jack Raven kick, turns it into the SMG. RB Rapid Strike Grip really helps that sprinter fire speed, and the NIDAR model sight. Loving this thing right now. If you want it to have a little bit more recoil control, you can always take off the NIDAR model sight, run the Quartermaster here, and just deal with the iron sights. Completely up to you there. But that'll take away a lot of that like gun kick, I guess. But I rock the NIDAR model sight on it. It makes it a little bit faster too. For the Pull Me It, we're rocking the Quartermaster Suppressor, the Spyro Heavy Barrel. I like the Jack Glasses Optic with it. Ivanov's Wood Stock, high grain rounds, and this thing is just deadly, man. You're not missing a lot with this thing either. Took only 25 bullets to down 3 enemies in the firing range, so very, very solid. Another cool thing about what's coming in Black Ops 6, if you guys are playing the beta this weekend, I'm playing it right now. We'll be live playing it this weekend too, so make sure you're following here on the channel. Twitch, we'll be live on Twitch too, and then we'll be playing it on TikTok as well. But we will be live here, Twitch and TikTok. But the thing about the Black Ops 6 is in the firing range, it's going to give you kind of how much damage. So it'll have your targets killed, your accuracy, as you see at the top left, but it'll also have your damage you're doing to each enemy. So what you can do, or what I'm going to do for you, is I'm going to test like boom, headshot damage. How much damage did it do up in the top left? How much damage did it do in the chest? How much damage did it do in the leg? And then kind of combo all those and be able to give you a lot more accurate readings and stuff on these meta loadouts, which is going to be dope. So make sure you're subscribed and followed and all that good stuff. But this final loadout, we've got the STG, 100% meta. Now the BAL 27 just got a new conversion kit. All you have to do is your week, I think 6 challenges. Very simple. It's not by any means meta, but if you're looking for for something fun to troll with and things like that, this is it's a laser. It's literally a laser. And I'll show you kind of how that works, but it's not terrible, and it's actually one shot like at point blank range, which is risky but rewarding at the same time. So keep that in mind. That is confirmed, and it is powerful, but like once you get like 5 meters, or I don't know, even past like 1 or 2 meters, whatever you don't get point blank with, it does take 2 bursts. So 2 shot, technically, I guess 2 pulls of the trigger. So keep that in mind, but it is fun. It was fun to try. It wasn't like broken, but it also wasn't awful. Like it was a nice time. The STG, we're rocking the Quartermaster suppressor, Heinrichter C70 long barrel, the Jack Glassless optic, the R79 combo stock, and the 50 round drum. Very, very solid options here. Just this thing is still very good. Very little recoil, which is kind of the whole reason it's so good. And then for this Battle 27, the new attachment is called the Jack Death March. And this thing does immaculate damage, and it's supposed to give it a ton of range. I don't see it as giving it a ton of range, in my opinion. Don't know. It's not a sniper. It doesn't do that kind of damage out at range. So at least that's not the way it feels. Fire rate is very slow. It gives a fast burst, but unfortunately it's got a long, like, not reload time but recharge time, I guess, and you'll see it here in the firing range. I'm rocking the Bruin vertical grip here, the Night Arm model sight with this, the Ardent tack stock, and the Channel M grip. And let's go show this to you in the firing range. But it kind of charges, and you just have to hold the whole thing down there. So 2 plates, you got a guy flying back in, it will one shot him from this distance, just like that, as long as you're mixing in a headshot with it. But 2 shots out at that range. Like I said, very fun to use, kind of challenging to use at some points, but up close, if you're like this on a guy right here, like this is the guy right here, you're like this, it will one shot him. So keep that in mind. But very, very solid, very fun loadout to use. Thank you guys again for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like this, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that noti bell so you don't miss any of our future Black Ops 6, Warzone, Area 99, loadouts, all that kind of stuff we're going to be doing for Black Ops 6 and things like that. We're playing the Black Ops beta right now. Make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss another video like this or like any of these. We'll see you in the next one.